WXI 12's Sarah Sauer spoke with one North Carolina priest who believes and hopes that might change, all because of Pope Leo XIV. Sarah.
Yeah, while the number of Christians and Catholics in the United States is not as high as it once was, I spoke with a priest today who says that the number of devoted young Americans may rise.
That the number of people who self-identify as Catholic is going to change.
The election of an American pope came as a shock for Father Peter Tremblay, who preaches to students at Elon University. But having the U.S. connection may increase dwindling numbers of faithful Americans.
A lot of people felt welcomed back to the church under Pope Francis because of the way that he did things, what he said, the symbolic gestures that he enacted. It seems like Pope Leo is going to continue in that direction.
According to data from the Pew Research Center, 58% of Catholics in the U.S. are over 50 years old, which poses a challenge for the faithful base in the country. Tremblay says the new pope may inspire younger Christians to recommit to their faith based on his message for unity and peace.
I do believe there are a number of people amongst our young students, think about Generation Z, who are reconsidering faith for a lot of different reasons, and many are looking at Catholicism for a lot of wonderful reasons. And I suspect here in the United States, the election of Pope Leo might help to grow those numbers.
Pew Research data also shows that 29% of Catholics in the U.S. are immigrants. Tremblay says Pope Leo XIV's world experiences may also send a message to be accepting of fellow Catholics from various walks of life.
The vast majority of immigrants coming to the United States bring their Catholic faith with them. And so visiting a Catholic church, especially here in North Carolina, you're going to see immigrants and people of devout, beautiful faith, and they've immigrated, but they've brought their Catholic faith with them.
And I asked Tremblay if he thinks that the Pope may visit the United States anytime soon, given that he is from here, but he says it's anybody's guess as to where he may travel first. Reporting in Winston-Salem, I'm Sarah Sauer for WXII 12 News.